last couple of days, the Trump administration has disallowed the government of China, or the people of China, the People's Republic of China, from purchasing American farmland. And they created this prohibition to try to make sure that all of Americans' food products come from American farms, owned by Americans, not owned by foreigners. Lots of people probably agree with that. The other thing that they've done is to say that even on American farms where American farmers are attempting to cultivate products for the American people, they will not allow any undocumented labor to be a part of that. So I now want to play for you some sound of the Agricultural Secretary. Her name is Brooke Rollins. Brooke Rollins is asked about the challenge of keeping American farms open if you're also going to raid them and arrest their workers, some of whom are undocumented. Here's Brooke Rollins.
The president has expressed concerns about how mass deportations would affect the farm industry. Do you have concerns on this front? And are you hearing about some of these top conservatives saying that there's a push for amnesty for this workforce?
I appreciate you bringing that up. There's been a lot of noise in the last few days and a lot of questions about where the president stands and his vision for farm labor. The first thing I'll say is the president has been unequivocal that there will be no amnesty, and I think that's very, very important. I and the rest of our cabinet certainly support that, effectuate that, and make sure that happens every single day. The second thing, to your question about mass deportations, the president and I have spoken about that once or twice, and he has always been of the mindset that at the end of the day, the promise to America to ensure that we have a 100% American workforce stands, but we must be strategic in how we are implementing the mass deportation so as not to compromise our food supply. Ultimately, the answer on this is automation, also some reform within the current governing structure. And then also, when you think about, there are 34 million able-bodied adults in our Medicaid program. There are plenty of workers in America, but we just have to make sure we're not compromising today, especially in the context of everything we're thinking about right now. So no amnesty under any circumstances.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Agricultural Secretary of the United States essentially announcing that the 34 million recipients of Medicaid will be made available to American farmers to use as cheap labor on their farms. You're welcome. Let's bring in our guest, John.